She passed away in 2012.
A memory of her late mother sits prominently on a shelf in Maria del Carmen Flores-Mills' office. She comes from a family of educators.
My dad was my elementary school principal, and my mom was my fourth grade teacher.
Growing up in a small Ohio town, Flores-Mills wanted to branch out and study law instead.
Yeah, I'm a child of the 80s, so LA law was my aspiration. I was going to drive a Porsche.
But her plans changed shortly after graduating law school.
I was pregnant with my daughter and decided that the work-life balance of higher education was going to be a little better for me.
Flores-Mills is passionate about students' college experience, working as an administrator in student life for more than 2 decades.
Edmund is from Kosovo. Rebecca was from Brooklyn.
Her lessons in higher education stem from a group of New York City students she mentored in the late 90s.
And I think about, shades of the experiences that they brought and the things that I learned in trying to help support them and be successful.
She says knowing when a student needs help early on is key to their success.
If that means like some tutoring or if it means the writing center, and sometimes it does mean mental health.
As the VP of Student Engagement at Queens University in Charlotte, Flores-Mills has had a front row seat to students' mental health struggles throughout the pandemic.
So what I see is people are anxious to make connection, but a little tentative about that.
She says a lot of students are seeking counseling to deal with their anxiety and depression.
My colleagues at other schools are talking about 2 and 3 weeks of wait time before they get an appointment for students, and that's certainly not the case at Queens.
Flores-Mills says students wait about a week to see a counselor at their health and wellness center. But she admits counselors at Queens are feeling the strain during the pandemic as more students report having a mental health crisis.
Sometimes it is active suicidality. Other times it might be other kinds of mental health crisis.
They now have an on-call system to quickly see students facing a crisis and are developing a holistic approach to mental health, such as connecting students to resources the moment they arrive on campus.
In orientation, you often talk a lot about, okay, here's where you go for tutoring, and here's where you go to get your ID card, and here's where you go to register for classes. And I think we do a great job now of indicating where you can find those mental health resources.
Flores-Mills credits the pandemic for helping bring to light the importance of mental health.
Self-care is so important, and so that you're prioritizing the ways in which you sort of refill your cup, whatever that looks like for you. And it'll always be different, but it's got to be a priority for you as you move forward in life too.